Top anime from the 60s, 70s and 80s. Once upon a time, anime was all but unknown outside of Japan except for a handful of shows that found their way overseas due to their marketing potential. Those few shows had a galvanizing effect on past and present fans and really brought Japanese animation to the mainstream, paving the way for the hundreds of series that would follow in the decades ahead. Before Sailor Moon and Pokémon arrived in the 1990s, these were the series that started it all. Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star is kind of like a mix of Max meets and a Bruce Lee film. Following the story of martial artist Kenshiro, master of a fighting style that can kill with a single blow, this character wanders a post-apocalyptic landscape offering his aid to the helpless and victimized. Kenshiro's catchphrase, "You are already dead," spoken seconds before triggering his opponent's death by striking pinpoint lethal blows, has become as familiar to anime fans as "Do you feel lucky, punk?" or "Hasta la vista, baby" is to mainstream moviegoers. There have been several remakes, movies, and even a couple of video games based on the series. Galaxy Express 999. Young orphan Tetsuro learns that he can live forever in a cybernetic body if he journeys to the Andromeda Galaxy, at the far end of the Galaxy Express 999 line. Along his journey, in the company of the angelic Mal, he has one adventure after another, which in time give him a new perspective on life. It's not the destination, but the voyage, and this series is all about what you learn along the way. It has a thoughtful, philosophical air about it that many shows strive for but never reach. A classic when it first aired on television and it still has fans to this day. Voltron, Defender of the Universe. Like Robotech before it, Voltron was created from the pieces of several other anime series which were edited together to make one cohesive story. A staple of late 80s afternoon TV, Voltron introduced many children and their parents to Japanese animation. The original show, Go Lion, has since been reissued by the distributor, Media Blasters, who found a great deal of bonus material created exclusively for the show's American version. There have been several spin-offs in recent years and Netflix is set to release their own interpretation of the Voltron franchise sometime in 2016. Speed Racer. Who out there doesn't remember Go, Speed Racer? Kid Racer, Speed, takes on all challengers on the track thanks to a car that's outfitted with a slew of special features. A blast of nostalgia that's as uncomplicated as a box of popcorn, Speed Racer appeared on American TV screens in the late 60s and never quite left, playing almost non-stop in reruns. It's since been given permanent enshrinement on DVD, and even spawned a lavish live-action remake courtesy of the Wachowskis, who directed The Matrix and helped bring Sense8 to life. Mobile Suit Gundam. Sprawling doesn't begin to describe this epic space opera franchise, which has been averaging at least one sequel anime series a year since the late 70s. The mobile suits of the title are giant robots, which are employed by various factions of the human race as each struggles to gain control of the solar system. Aside from being a groundbreaking show, the series features something across all of its incarnations that sets it apart from its copycats. It puts as much emphasis on politics and the ambiguity of human interests as the action-packed space combat. Not everyone in this show is wholly bad, or good, and it makes for absorbing repeat viewing.